Hello everybody, welcome back to Rustic Groves Farm. I'm Paul
And I'm Ali.
and today we are going to be making a chook pen to house some of our chickens.
Yep, so we're getting some new chickens today. So we've been meaning to put a chicken coop together for probably a couple of years, to be honest. Our existing chickens kind of just free range. But these ones we want to put in a deep litter system. We will let them out to free range sometimes as well, but we want them to have a safe, secure location as well. So a deep litter system is what we've chosen to do, and we're going to show you guys how we put that together today. So we're going to use this space here, and we're going to put a little chook house in there as well, but this whole space is going to be a deep litter system. So usually you'd have wood chips in the bottom. We don't have any wood chips yet, so we are just going to use our hay, but our piggies are over there, so we're going to use their hay and put that in here, and then give the pigs new hay, and then when they're done with it we'll put that back in here as well. So this will build up and start composting down. It'll already be somewhat pre-composted from the pigs, but then when it gets in here the chooks will scratch even more, and it will compost right down, and then we'll be able to put it on our gardens, which are right there. And because our gardens are right there, we'll also be able to get our garden scraps and put it straight into the chooks as well, because they love the garden scraps and the weeds and all that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll show you how we're going to build this. Okay, so a little look at what we've done so far. So we've just put the plain wire on first. We've done 4 rows of that, attached it to our existing backyard fence, because that's a fence that's already been done, so we're going to utilise that. We've chosen to put the chickens inside our backyard, one because the pigs are over there and the garden's behind us, but 2 is because we do have foxes here and they don't tend to get themselves into the backyard, so the chooks should be a lot safer in here than they would be out there. So we're going to put the same like chicken wire on that wall and on this wall, and then up the far end we're going to have a big gate to be able to once it's composted down, to be able to get all that out and then utilise it in our gardens and around fruit trees and all that sort of thing. So yeah, that whole section is going to be gate. At the moment we've got the cattle yards behind us where Sadie and the calves are, so it'll be easier to kind of scoop out everything from there and put it into here, or give it to the pigs and then from the pigs into here. So yeah, so that's the plan so far. Paul's just gone and got the chicken wire, so we're putting that on next. And as you can see, our house is right there too, so it's easy just to walk out here, give them chicken scraps, give them kitchen scraps, and yeah, collect eggs, that sort of thing. So it's not too far from my back door to get to the chickens, or to go feed the pigs, or to go see the cows. Yeah, so that's our progress so far, and we'll show you the rest as it comes. Thought I might just show you too. This is where my chickens have been living. It's a little omelette igloo house. They're actually really cool. They've got their water and their food, and has a closable door and has this cage. it's great for just a couple of chickens, but any more than sort of like 4 or 5 and you need something bigger. However, this has served us well for the last couple of years. They were just in this to begin with, and I used to move it around every day. But then I just started letting them out, and they kind of free range and just go in there at night time to sleep. And then they're pretty much out the rest of the day. They stay in our backyard majority of the time, but they do kind of go elsewhere to see what else they can dig around in. But yeah, this has served us quite well. It's just we're getting a lot more chickens because we need a lot more eggs, and yeah, that's why we're building the bigger thing, and with the deep litter system. We'll probably still utilise this one in a different way, maybe for young chickens, or for when a chicken has chicks and we can isolate them in here maybe. We'll work that out, but yeah, it's definitely still worth having, and we'll still utilise it in some sort of way. So I just thought I'd show you, we actually are stapling this to the pine post. Our staple gun has been awesome. We probably bought that when we first moved up here, actually, when we started fencing with the chicken wire, because it makes a massive difference, and it makes it really quick and easy to attach it.
So we've just made up a gate out of some old sheep grading to go on the end of this pen. We don't have any hinges at the moment, but we're actually going to cut the wire out of this section and make that into a door, so we can actually hinge it up the top, open it outwards, and allow the chickens to actually come out and free range. So this frame was just with the grading, we've just nailed it together, put the hinges on this end. It's a little bit heavy, so we're going to have to still hold it up to open it, and then just used our staple gun to staple the wire on.
Yeah. Holding it up to open it won't be so bad though, because we don't have to do it very often.
No.
Only when we're clearing out all the composted down material. So, you know, it might only be a couple of times a year that we actually have to open this gate right up, so it's not going to matter too much.
Yep. Bones. Come out. Come out. Good boy. Over there.
Alright, so we've moved Bones out of his little enclosure for now, so that we can unload all the hay and stuff that's been in there and put it over into the new chicken pen. So Bones is just enjoying some nice fresh grass, aren't you, buddy? Hey? Hello. Yum. So yeah, the contents of his enclosure we'll put up here. So we've already moved the pig pen where the girls are. There. They were in this space here, and we've just moved that across and got everything that was here and put it right up the back here. So as you can see, it's filled up hardly any of this this pen here. It's actually quite large, so we will definitely have to get probably a couple of loads of wood chips to put them in here, and then continue to cover the wood chips with this stuff, and then the chickens, they scratch around in that and do their thing, and it composts down even more, and then we can use the compost over there in the garden, and around fruit trees and all that sort of thing. That's the idea anyway. So yeah, we have a pretty big area to fill. So yeah, we'll just see how we go.
Did you just want it piled up like that and let the chickens go through it?
Yeah, because they'll spread it around. So we've just moved our existing little chicken coop here. This is something that we already had. It was one of the very first ones we had. I think maybe even before we had that, we had this little one. So it has like a little nesting box. Has like a little water thing and a space for food. Has lots of perches, and they can perch right up there. I'll show you from the inside, it might be easier. They've got lots of places to perch up at night. This isn't what's staying here. We actually have been building one, a mobile one, for quite some time actually. It isn't quite finished, but when we're finished, the mobile one will come in here and we can actually move it around as well, because the most manure comes from when they're sleeping. So wherever their little house is where the most manure will drop. So it's great to have it like being able to be movable, so that we can help spread it around, and it will compost down with, you know, all that stuff and the wood chips when we get them. So yeah, that's what we're up to. You might notice too that, you know, the fences aren't all that high. So what we're going to do is clip their wings so that they can't actually fly over the fence. So they'll just be in here, but we will be opening the gate at times to let them free range the backyard as well. They can't get into my garden because there's netting. But yeah, they'll be able to free range everywhere else and have a scratch. And So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Bones is having a lovely time in there, aren't you, buddy? Fun? Is it fun? Is it fun in there? Hey? This is Bones' job when he's a big piggy. He'll be in the pig tractor and helping dig up our fire breaks and dig up where we want to have more fertile ground and all that sort of stuff. So he's proving that he knows what to do, don't you, bud? Hey, Mr. Bones. Good piggy. So we're just going to trim their wings now and then pop them over there into their little chicken coop for overnight, because it's getting late in the afternoon here anyway. I bought both the things. I didn't know which one you wanted to use.
Just one wing? I've always
Yeah,
been
just
told one.
it's just one. So you only need to trim one wing. See how they've got the really big feathers? That's the one where you want to trim, and where there's the smaller feathers, you kind of follow that line across, and that's how you trim their wing. All done. It doesn't hurt them or anything. It's like, you know, it'd be the same as kind of trimming your nails.
I was going to cut them off a bit.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. They're a little long. They're right at Casey's eye height.
Yeah, I'll also
Yeah, curl them in.
curl them in.
Yeah. Good idea. You probably should do that with the cow gate too.
Yep.
That's the one that really got him in the eye.
Okay.
Alright, so the chickens are in there for the night. Because they're brand new to our property, it's always good to keep them nice and close, so that they just learn where their home is, learn where they should be going to sleep at night, all that sort of thing. And then they'll have the big pen bit. Like I said, that's probably not even a quarter of this whole space. So we'll keep chucking that spent hay and different stuff in here. Hopefully we'll be able to get some wood chips soon as well and put that down. It has to be laid quite thickly for the deep litter system to work, because when it's working properly it doesn't actually smell or anything, even though you know, they poop on it and it gets wet and all those things, because they scratch it and turn it up and everything, it doesn't actually end up stinking. Like a regular chicken coop can smell pretty bad at times, but with the deep litter system you don't tend to get that problem. So they'll be safe in here for tonight. I think we've done a pretty good job. Got that up in a day. Well, yeah, we've been doing other things, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. And I'll throw them some garden scraps tomorrow too, so they've got some yummy scraps to munch on. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We really hope you enjoyed that video and can maybe take some tips for yourself for your own chickens. But don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.